I don't know if to say this is my favourite pistol out of my collection at the moment, but I absolutely love it. The Staccato C2, licensed, whatever you want to call it. Just look at it. Now, the one I purchased from Toy Soldiers in East Belfast, from Phil, please go and see him, basically is not the one that I see a lot of, to tell you the truth. The suppressor, compressor, whatever you want to call it, this little part at the end, I mean, it's about 15 different words for it, to tell you the truth. I've not seen on many of them that I've been looking around. Mostly you see is block, and a couple of them you see where it's not even there. But this is unbelievable. However, I do have a criticism. And the criticism is that, the magazine. Trying to get a magazine to fit this weapon exactly has been the bane of my life. Since I bought it, love it. I've only been able to use one magazine. Yes, you can click a few of the other Hi-Capa magazines into it, but it sticks. One or two has dislodgements, and I'm not going to damage the weapon, not a chance. I have had, I do not want to mention it, a supplier that I got in touch with, and I sent a picture of that. I said exactly, I said, look, have you got this in stock? They came back and said, yes, we've definitely got this in stock. Please let us know how many you want. I purchased 3. I paid for the extortionate shipping, because obviously where I live in Northern Ireland is next to the Arctic Circle, and Eskimos have to bring it. Sorry, I have to be a bit critical, but there's a lot of people, suppliers, who have no idea where we are, and they think we're up near Greenland. And I have to explain that, look at the postcode. Whinge over, moving on. They did send it to me, the magazines, and they didn't fit. They didn't fit, and I actually had to send them back, and then I had a bit of a problem because they said, oh, we'll return it. So I'm just letting you know, if you're going to purchase a Staccato, I'm just going to ask you to make sure that you can actually get the magazines. Putting that to the side, I love this. I've said to you before, I love putting attachments on it. I do actually have a little torch that goes on. It clicks in nice and neat. I'm actually going to get a better one of these. I just got it. Because I just wanted to see what did it look like. I have obviously got my microscope, as I call it. Absolutely love it. Bought it with the weapon, and it is a toy. I've got to put that segment out, sign out there all the time. It's a toy, it's a toy, it's a toy. I don't know why. Anyway, it's a toy, even though there's videos on YouTube that show live weapons, so I'm confused. Let's start with the weapon itself. Okay, we've got our little ledge as always, as I call it, little compass, cradles the magazine in, and it's also good as a bit of a grip. The whole of the holster grip is like a pixelated rough. You see a little star there. You get a sticker for the bottom as well. I just didn't bother putting it on. Okay, it is really a solid. And now those of you who've watched some of my videos know I get a bit irritated about the little rattle. I'm sorry, I need to get out more. But it is a solid weapon. Double, obviously, safety, ambidextrous safety. The whole body here, apart from obviously feeling black, is metal. This is plastic. The trigger's plastic. Skeleton trigger I spoke about before. And the guard. The microscope, mini scope on it, the red dot, I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong, you have to watch a couple of videos, in my opinion, to make sure that you know how to zero this in, because it can be a bit awkward and it is a bit strange. Actually, not looking directly through your main, obviously, iron sights there, but you're actually trying to mirror, and sometimes you're actually moving your head until you get used to it. But once you get used to it, this is quite accurate. With the magazine release, again, I watched a video recently about this, and someone says you can do the John Wick and flick it out. I'm not damaging these magazines. Are you on drugs? Got a little cover for that. We'll just keep that to the side at the moment. Trigger, lovely metal trigger again, but it is just a proper weighty gun. I'm sure you can go and find out people that have weighed it and whatever, but it is a really weighty gun. Even without the magazine on, it is quite a weighty feeling. It makes you feel like you know that you're going to mean business when you actually start firing it. And it's that comfortable reassurance that you know that when you operate it, it's going to actually work. Pulling back the top slide, as you'll see with mine, this stays obviously metal in the context and a bat. It is really, it just feels secure and firm and a real good, strong weapon. Staccato, that obviously make the 9mm and 45, they've just made an excellent weapon out of this. Whoever's came up with this has just managed to take the actual live, real version, turn it down to an airsoft, and wow, what a job they have done. People love to comment about the American flag. Crack on. Staccato on the side, but it's just a really solid feeling weapon. I am so pleased with it. It is unbelievable. I'm scared to say it's my favorite weapon because I see people say this is my favorite weapon and then they get another one. Again, I'm going to pull it so you'll see the trigger and you'll see the reaction. Holds to the rear. I'll do the trick that I've seen everybody else do where they hold down obviously and I think I'm shaking the camera to tell you the truth with the force of it. But this is a fantastic weapon. And I'm looking forward to showing you how it operates on my mini range. So let's take a look. Welcome to my mini range in my garage. Okay, it's something that I've put together. I'm still going to be finishing it off in the near future because I've got soundproofing going in. I just flared it up with bits and bats that I've picked up from, well, the Airsoft shops just to make it a bit more interesting. I've got my 3 new targets at the top there. And again, it's the focus of the gun more than what the targets I'm going to be hitting. You just have to take my word for it. So, activate obviously my red dot. And all I'm going to do is now that was 27 I actually had in the magazine. 27, that was it. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is a clear hole in the center of the center target. That's how accurate this is. So let's try the left hand. Got my magazine. Gonna go for the left hand side. And we'll see more of a rapid. I do know that a lot of people that watch this like to say to me, can you give it a bit of welly? To the rear. Excellent. I'm going to take a few pictures of it, of both targets. The first one will obviously be the center one that I took my time, and the far left will be just a bit of a rapid. The distance is approximately 3.5 meters. I can go back to 4, but I'd lose the angle of the small camera. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, whatever you're doing. And I'm thinking of doing the next one. Bye for now.